My name's Dan Webster and this is my review of the Trumpet Labs Myrtle. Here I'm using it to make a live video for social media. Check it out, see what you think. Hi, I'm Dan. I'm doing a little video of a demo of a track for my new record that I'm in the middle of just piecing together. I've written the songs for it and I'm just sort of demoing them all now and I'll start recording them soon. What I thought I'd do while I'm doing that was do a little tech review of this Trumpet Labs microphone. So it's a Myrtle, it comes from Trumpet Labs and they're really designed as a live mic. They're sort of marketed at people like me, I suppose, Americana country folk singers that do a lot of acoustic gigs and want to pick up multiple instruments on one microphone. And I've used it for that a couple of times. I'd say it's been pretty good. You know, it's certainly, it does take a little bit more care to set up than something like an SM58 and then plug in your guitar in. You are going to get feedback more quickly, feedback from front of house and fold back, in fairness, much more quickly than you are something like an SM58, but then it's not an SM58, it is a condenser mic. I think it performs much better than any other condenser mic I've certainly used live, and so that seems fair, and that's certainly how they market it, the condenser mic for live, and I think it is, and it's really good. So for that, as long as you can take a bit of time and be careful, great, sound fantastic. You know, it generally is a brilliant thing to use live. I want to test this application though. So what I'm doing is I'm sat in the studio. I want to make a quick video. How does this stand up for that? Because it is a condenser and it's a nice condenser live, certainly. And I thought, well, okay, I want to capture multiple sources at once. And I want it to go out in mono. This is going to save me a lot of time if it's any good, because I don't have to worry about what's happening in the stereo mix when people just are listening to this on phones and things, which is what people tend to do when they're consuming social posts. It tends to be a device. I know some of the more fancy devices are in stereo, but mainly they're all in mono. And I have to say, I've got an iPhone that's supposed to have stereo speakers, and you do get the artifacts of listening in mono from mixes. When you get some cancellation from when you cut down to mono, you definitely still get that on my iPhone. Even though it's supposed to have stereo speakers, I definitely get cancellation from some tracks and some mixes. So if you just record in mono, capture all your sources from mono, you immediately eliminate that. You don't have to worry about it if you're making a quick video for socials. And so perfect, particularly if it's a nice sounding condenser that also looks great. This looks, you know, a great thing to have in a video. So if this is good for this application, then if you do what I do, which is strum and play for a job, then it'd be a brilliant game changer for this sort of thing. In terms of speed and in terms of sound quality, without, you know, a nice studio-ish sounding video without having to mess about multiple miking. Fingers crossed it's good. So I'm not doing a shootout because that seems pointless. There's no point in putting a live mic here because a 58 is meant for one source and for closer miking. So that, in theory, should sound rubbish, and it would do, in fairness. And there's no point in putting something like a Neumann U87 next to it or any other decent quality cardioid studio mic, because the studio mic, and this is a live mic, this should be a little bit more forgiving because it's a live mic. So in theory, very simple, throw it out, make sure in terms of your levels, your guitar and voice are set about right. Signal chain wise, I'm playing a D28 and then I'm going into a 6176. I'm passing through the 1176, and that is just there to take the peaks off. It will colour the sound a bit, obviously, and obviously so will the 610, which I've set flat. I've not messed around with the EQ on that. The vowels will colour it a little bit, and it's going into a universal poly, which I think sound great. In theory, if this mic's good, then this, as long as the subject plays okay, which in this instance is me, as long as I'm okay, then really this should sound pretty good. And it's a new song, so I expect a few fluffs and things. So there'll be two versions of this video, probably. There'll be this one if you're interested in the performance of the Myrtle and what sound chain and what I've played and stuff. And then there will be one on socials, which will just have the song. So if you happen to like the song and want to return to it, you'll be able to find it on my social media, which I will link in the video comment below. And probably for now, this is just going to go up my normal music thing. If I get into doing techie stuff, I might make a separate YouTube channel for it. But as these are quite new mics, I've not seen tons of, you know, actual reviews, particularly not maybe in this application. I think I would do one. Anyway, I hope it's helpful. I think I've rambled for nearly 6 minutes now. If you're still with us, well done. My ear's playing funny tricks with me. Unless I tune a G slightly sharp, it sounds out. So probably going to make this video with a slightly sharp G string. No one wants to hear sad songs anymore. Too busy chasing rainbows, too busy keeping score, too busy preaching hate to each other over lies. busy on her mobile, so busy wasting time. There's no reason to be mindful of the words you choose to say. The world's on fire, no one's listening anyway. So I sit lonely, my guitar in my hand, singing sad songs by country band. I've never had that much, or that much I suppose. The only time I worry is when I think on being old. Don't want to be a burden on my boys when they're grown. The world's only getting harder, they'll have worries of their own. There's no reason to be mindful of the words you choose to say. The world's on fire, no one's listening anyway. So I sit lonely, my guitar in my hand, singing sad songs by country bands. Singing sad songs by country bands. I'm sorry that I miss you. You were passing by, so busy looking down when you tried to catch my eye. So I put this down for you. If you ever find the time, you'll have to find your own roads. I don't have to look like mine. Every reason to be mindful of the words you choose to say. The world's on fire, don't lose hope. Love finds a way. And we could sit with our guitars in our hands, singing sad songs by country bands. Singing sad songs by country bands. Singing sad songs by country bands. Okay then, that was the ear Trumpet Labs Myrtle. I've had a bit of time thinking what I was going to say about it, and actually in the terms of the test I think it did really well. To set a microphone up very quickly and get a good sound, it did the job really well. I don't think you can complain about that. It was really good, particularly if you want one for a live mic, or if you want just a microphone to look really good. It looks really, really good. Genuinely looks fantastic. It's a bit trickier though when you consider what else you might want to use the mic for. So this is where the price point comes into play, I think. It's about 700 quid. So 700 quid buys you quite a lot. Cardio studio condenser microphone, and usually with quite a few more features, to be fair. And without features, you start getting into these things. This is a Neumann TLM 103, and you can hear just from this now that this is a much more detailed microphone. And it should be. It's a studio condenser. So if you were just making videos, would you go for the Ear Trumpet Labs? Well, in its favour, it's probably easier to use than this. It's going to be more forgiving in terms of placement, and it looks a lot better, and you could use it live. great live. Say the TLM, I know there's lots of other condensers, but this is what's here. It's certainly much more detailed. You're going to be able to make professional studio recordings with it. Doesn't look as good, and you have to take a little bit more care of the placement, but I would suggest possibly it's capable of slightly better results. Tricky one then, the answer is it depends what you want. So if you want to make quick social videos where you don't have to take too much care of the mic placement and you want the mic to look the bee's knees, then the Ear Trumpet Labs Myrtle is a easy choice. It sounds great and it looks great. If you're going to use it live, then no brainer. If it's just for that and you've got other applications in mind, then you have to have a really hard think. How important is the aesthetic to you? Because it is not a studio condenser. You could use it as one, but you would get better results from a genuine studio condenser. So my thoughts on the Ear Trumpet Labs Myrtle: I think it's a fantastic microphone. I enjoy using it live, only at quiet gigs though. If you're a pub band, noisy pub, Saturday night, that condenser is going to pick up all the noise from the rest of the pub and it's going to be pretty tricky. If you're a touring act who's playing ticket shows and, playing in a folk, country, Americana band, they're absolutely wonderful. And you can pick up a number of sound sources at once. It makes life very easy. But I guess honestly, you've got to have a look at what you want the microphone for. Take a view on that basis, I think. Is it a great mic? Yeah, it really is. Is it a go-to for everything? No, you've really got to know that you want that. You want a live mic. Or if it's just for videos, you really want the aesthetic and you really want it to be easy to use. And I think if those are the things you're looking for, then you can't go wrong. I hope you found this video helpful. If you disagree with me or agree with me or don't even care, there's the comments down there. If you like this, subscribe. This is the only sort of review techie video I've done. So at the minute it's going to go on my music page. If it's popular, I might do some more and it'll have its own page, I think. If you're just here for the music, I'm also going to put a link to just get the recording of the demo that I did with the microphone. Anyway, this has been fun. Every one of these I've done. I've quite enjoyed it. Folks like it, you never know. I might do another. Okay, cheers. See you later.